I, George Nguruzi Kimboi, do hereby swear to testify on all matters in question and tell this committee the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. And I want to congratulate you for your nomination by the County Governor, His Excellency Andrew Madime. We are here as the County Assembly to know you. This is not an intimidating sitting. It's it's supposed to be a very interactive sitting. We want to know you better. There are other things we wish to know as members. And I'll go straight to my question number one. I have 3 questions for you. I'll go straight to my first question. Can you tell us about yourself, specifically on your professional experience as relates to your nomination? That is question number 1. Question number 2, what motivated you to pursue a position for a member of the Taveta Municipal Board? Number 3, have you served on any other boards or committees, either in the public or private sector? I hope you got me right. Karibu.
I'm a graduate from Egerton University with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science. 6 years experience working in the private sector, that is the banking industry, where I worked for Barclays Bank, which is currently ABSA, doing both relationship and marketing. So for those 6 years, I was exposed to different stakeholders across the coast region where I was working. Got a lot of knowledge on communication skills, interpersonal skills, and relationship skills. After that, I resigned and got an opportunity to work for this county as a ward administrator in the ward of Maho, Taveta sub-county. Well, so I was working as a ward administrator for 5 years, where I was managing, supervising, and coordinating all the devolved functions of the county government of Taita Taveta. And by doing so, I interacted with a lot of people, doing public participation, basically implementing the devolved functions, including issues to do with lands, issues to do with water, issues to do with environment, issues to do with administration. So all these I was handling while working as a ward administrator. And then after that, I went back to the bank for 1 year, and then doing a relationship again, that is ABSA. And then after that, COVID came and business went down. So I decided to resign and go back home to serve my people in different capacities. By doing so, I was co-opted by Taita Taveta Banana Farmers Cooperative Society to join the management board as a board member and a member of the executive committee. So basically, we are doing issues to do with banana farming for the entire sub-county and county at large. We have membership from the 4 sub-counties. After that, we worked on a proposal, on a USAID proposal, which got funding to a tune of 5 million, which was co-funding. And then after we got the funding, I was employed as a monitoring and evaluation officer in Tataba. Tataba is Taita Taveta Banana Farmers Cooperative Society. I worked for 1 year implementing the project to its completion. After that, I went back to being a board member and a member of the executive. Okay, that is part of it. And then apart from that, I also do a lot of capacity building and training, empowerment programs through World Vision, like a consultant, a partner. We work together in implementing some of their projects, including mentorship and capacity building training on an empowerment project that they are implementing. Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank
I'll
you.
go straight to another question, guided by Mheshimiwa Steve.
Chair,
You're not done yet.
Yes, that was just the first question.
Yes.
What motivated me to join, to apply for this particular position? I've always been passionate about working for my community. That's what necessitated me to leave my employment in Barclays and 𝐓𝐚𝐯 to come back home and serve my people. So it's always been a passion, working and empowering my community. And that's why I applied for this position. If I've served on other boards, yes. I'm the chair of Hope Network. Hope Network is a CBO based in Taveta, but has activities across the county dealing with HIV/AIDS prevention and treatment. So even last month, I was at the CEC Health, Honorable Mkaya. We are signing a memorandum of understanding for this year, working together with the county. Apart from that, I'm also a board member at 𝐓𝐚𝐯 High School, yes, and I'm the academic chair in their committee. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. George. I would go straight to question number 2, guided by Honorable Steve.
Well, good evening, Mr. George Nguruzi Kimboi.
Good evening, sir.
My name is 𝐓𝐚𝐯 MCA Marungu Ward. I have one question for you. On-source revenue remains a thorn in the flesh of this county. It is continuously declining, despite the fact that during the former Voi Municipal Council, it catered for all operations. What strategies and plans will you implement to reverse the trend if the committee approves your nomination?
Thank you, Honorable Sir. It is true, on-source revenue has been on a decline trend. And coming from Taveta, and I happened to have worked during the first regime, there are things that I learned. One, there are so many loopholes where we are losing a lot of revenue. So we need to seal those loopholes and ensure that we capitalize on the existing channels of revenue. The other thing is about marketing. We need to market our county as a destination for investment. We need to market because we have a lot of investment opportunity which is not tapped. So once we market our county as an investment opportunity, an investment area, then we can attract revenue from that source. The other thing is capacity building. We need to build capacity on our existing revenue departments, the collection and enforcement, so that they can be able to understand and probably know how to collect more where we are not collecting. In Taveta, there's a new town that was developed, still untapped. I have some few plots there, and I can't remember the last time I paid land rights. That's an opportunity. We need to build infrastructure, open up those plots so that people can develop and also pay land rights. That's a way we can be able to collect more revenue. And then the other aspect, during our time, first regime, people felt that revenue is being collected from Taveta and used in the county. It's shared, collected from Taveta and shared countywide. So there's that feeling from the public. So now that we have a municipal board, which is semi-autonomous, that means we can assure our citizens that what is collected, there's a surety that can be used. So the issue of them feeling that our money is going to be used somewhere else will not be there. They will be, they'll be free to pay wherever applicable, so that we can be able to develop our own town. In this case, municipality.
Chair,
Thank you.
Yes,
I have a
please.
follow-up question.
Yes, Mr. Shah.
Good evening, Mr. Kimboy.
Good evening.
My name is Peter Shambi. I'm a nominated MCA. Actually, I have two follow-up questions on what you've just told us. Number one is the issue of sealing loopholes in revenue collection. Maybe can you clarify some more how, with your experience in banking, would you apply it to be able to seal those loopholes that you're talking about? The second question is personal. You've said you have a few plots in Taveta New Town.
Yes.
And you've not paid rates. You have actually confessed live that you have not paid rates.
That is the truth.
So the question is why, and how are we sure of your integrity as a person if you are not able to collect, to pay revenue to your county?
Okay. Thank you. The first questions about sealing loopholes and my experience in the banking industry, we need to adopt technology in the collection of revenue. It's digitize revenue collection, so that we avoid a situation whereby someone is handling cash, because money is tempting. Everyone, you can't trust everyone. People are different. So once we digitize revenue collection, and then probably, because from the trend, if we can analyze the revenue collection trend, we can be able to see the potential of a specific area. Let's say if it's quarries. From the trend going back historically, we can see the potential that it had, and if it's a decline, we see the decline. So we can follow up on that decline and ensure that there is no decline. Probably even give people targets to achieve in revenue collection. The other thing is, and then the other thing about revenue sealing loopholes is to make the citizen own this process, so that when they pay, they feel that I'm paying to develop. I'm paying so that that road can be able to be repaired. I'm paying so that I can be able to get water. I'm paying so that I can be able to get electricity. So once they own this process, it becomes easier even to collect revenue. The other thing about land rates, yes, it is true, I have not paid. The reason as to why I have not paid, when I look at those plots, you are given, I think, around 209. But the potential to invest and get return on your investment at the moment is not there, because there are no basic amenities. There are no roads, there's no water, there's no electricity. So what motivates people to be active in paying land rates is when they see, I want to pay so that I can be able to develop. Pay so that these services can be available. Yes. So once we start developing, people will pay. Even me, I know I'll pay. Because I know if those basic amenities are provided, I can be able to invest on that plot and get returns from it.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. George. Now we're going to the last question, guided by Mr. Shambi again.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Now, my question is about public land encroachment. Public land encroachment is rampant in Taveta as a sub-county, but the entire county as a whole. The question I would want to hear, I mean, the response I would want to hear is looking for what exactly will you do, assuming you had this opportunity to be able to do two things. Number one, to minimize or even totally stop encroachment of public lands within Taveta municipality. But secondly, to be able to recover land that has been encroached for future development of any public utilities and amenities that might have been required by the citizens of Taveta municipality.
Sorry. To minimize public land encroachment, I'll give you an example of what I was doing while I was the ward administrator in Maho. We were opening up roads in California area. And some of the roads have been encroached. People have built their structures. So what we did, we called a baraza, the local leadership, and we explained what is going to happen and why we need to open up those roads so that the public can see the value of opening those roads. And when we did so, it is the same public that helped me to clear those structures that had encroached on the roads. Others, like we were doing a dispensary, controversial dispensary by the name Malchlority Dispensary. It had a dispute of ownership. Someone was claiming that the plot belonged to him. So we had a meeting. We engaged both parties, sat down with other leaders, engaged, and we came into an agreement that the dispensary is more important than the individual interests. And in the process, we were able to build a dispensary. Yes, and it's now operational. So it's about engaging the public so they understand why, the value of that facility, yes, and how it will change their life and impact their life also.
Madam Chair, I think our nominee has been able to respond to the question, but it's still not coming out very clear how, in terms of recovery, I get your strategy that it's community-based, okay? But in terms of recovery, what is?
Thank you.
In terms of minimizing and or stopping encroachment. Totally.
Okay. The other thing that I forgot to mention was about enforcement of laws. There are laws that are existing to protect these public amenities. So we ensure that those laws are enforced in such instances where land has been encroached. And the other thing, work with the other departments, relevant departments, government departments, to recover those lands, like EACC, working with the police, working with the National Lands Commission, in order to recover those public utilities. I hope I've answered.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. We are coming to the end of this session. I want to congratulate you for your well-articulated answers. I have learned you have a vast experience and knowledge about Taveta municipality, and I believe, given chance as an appointee by the governor, you'll give us a better Taveta than what we have now. Now, before I close this session, I'd wish or kindly request you to give us your parting shot.
My vision for Taveta is to see a Taveta that is growing. Say 5 years from now, when you go to Taveta, you see a town that has transformed. town that has all the basic infrastructure, sewer system, drainage system, schools, stadiums, airport. You see a town that is busy, a beehive of activities. The fact that Taveta lies along the border, that's an opportunity for us to invest and ensure that all the businesses that is going to Holili and Tanzania comes back to Kenya. I know, and most of the people around, visitors, when they come to Taveta, most of them, they are tempted to cross the border so that they can go and spend. So my vision is to see that trend changing so that all that money that we are sending to Tanzania comes back to our county and be able to change our county. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. George. I want to wish you all the best. I'll be happy, or rather, I'll remain hopefully for your appointment as the board member for Taveta Municipality.
Thank you.
So as you leave our place,